guys, it's Rebecca. So today I'm just going to be doing a quick book haul. I already tried to film this video but it really didn't turn out that well, so I'm just going to film it all again. But the good thing about me filming this all over again is that I actually got 2 books the other day, so now I can include these books in this book haul. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you all the books that I got. The first one I got quite recently is Song of Wraiths and Ruin. I forgot what this was called for a second, by Roseanne A. Brown. I really wanted this one. By the way, please ignore the ring light in here. I'm still trying to work hard at getting like a nice place to film in my room. I'm thinking about just getting another ring light to have at uni because there's no nice kind of spaces in my room to film, kind of lower down. So I literally have a stack of books up so that I can have this background, but I don't even like how this looks, so I'm hoping on getting a ring light, like a newer ring light, so that I can film properly. Even though this ring light is pretty good, I just think that I need a bigger one because of like the shape of my room and because of like my room looks like. I think it would just be nicer if I was able to have like a proper ring light. But anyway, I got A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. I've heard that this is absolutely amazing and that it is one of the best fantasies, or one of the best YA fantasies to come out in quite some time. So I'm really excited for this one. I don't think that my camera is doing the cover any justice right now. Probably actually the lighting, to be honest. The lighting is just not good in this room. It's not doing it justice, but I'm just so excited for this one and I just absolutely cannot wait to read it. So hopefully I do get to this one soon. The next one is one that I actually got secondhand on Depop and it is in amazing condition considering I did get it secondhand, and that is Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan Maguire. I've wanted this one for so long and it's so short, so I'm definitely going to get to it in February. Probably going to be like one of my like immediate reads after I finish Hard Times and The Raven Cycle, which are my 2 current reads, because I finally finished Bleak House. I don't know if you knew that, but I was reading Bleak House for so long and for some reason I just couldn't finish it. Even though I was enjoying it, the size of it was just really intimidating me. So anyway, this is definitely going to be one of my immediate reads, so I absolutely can't wait to get to it. I think it's about like children or something going into like another like fantasy universe. I think it's like some kind of like magical realism fantasy-esque book, and despite everything that I've heard about this, I still continue to not know the exact synopsis. I don't know, I mustn't pay attention or something like that. I must just go like, I like the cover and it sounds kind of good, so I'm gonna add that to my wish list. But this one has been talked about on BookTube for a very long time, so I just absolutely can't wait to get to it and join in on all of the hype, hopefully. So the next one was actually one that I got for Christmas from my friend Elena, and we did Secret Santa and this was the present that she got for me. She just went onto my wish list and found all of the books that I wanted and she chose this one. I didn't end up putting this on my Christmas book haul because it was at uni, so I didn't have it. But anyway, that is The Talented Mr Ripley by Patricia Highsmith. I think this is such a beautiful edition. These are such pretty classic editions. I love like the quality of the pages and I love the font. I don't know, I just really like how it's, woo! Something just fell out of this book. But yeah, I like how it's like not too big, not too small, so it's like a really pretty classic edition, and of course it's hardback. But yeah, I love this. I cannot remember what this book is about. I heard somebody on BookTube talking about this, and I have heard the title The Talented Mr Ripley quite a few times in my life, but I don't exactly know what it's about. So that's why it'll be really interesting to get to this one, and I absolutely cannot see. I've got the hiccups. And I absolutely cannot wait to see what I think. So the next one is actually one that is behind me, and this one was actually a present from my boyfriend. It's this absolutely stunning edition of The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. This book isn't really about anything at all. It kind of follows Holden Caulfield around his life for I think it's a week. Nothing really happens, but I just absolutely love it, and I think that the character development of Holden and everything is just absolutely fantastic. J.D. Salinger is one of my favourite writers of all time, if not my all-time favourite. But it's been quite some time since I read The Catcher in the Rye and I just really want to get to it, and I saw this absolutely stunning edition in Waterstones and I was like talking about it. I wasn't even hinting or anything, I was just talking about how much I wanted it, and my boyfriend remembered about it. He went and got it from Waterstones and gave it to me for one of my Christmas presents, and I just was so excited. I was like, how did you actually remember what I was talking about? I think he had to like ask in the shop and stuff about it because he wanted to make sure he got the right one. But it's just so pretty, and it's like, yeah, it's hardback, and the inside is just stunning. I absolutely love it, so I absolutely cannot wait to get to this one. I am literally so excited to have this. I just literally nearly cried whenever I opened it because I was like, I wanted this so badly but could never justify buying it. So the next one I got, I actually found for really cheap on Amazon. I think it was like $2.50 or something like that, and that is How Should One Read a Book by Virginia Woolf. I absolutely love Virginia Woolf. I think she's such an interesting character, historical figure, writer. I have loved the 2 books that I've read by her. I've only read Mrs. Dalloway and To the Lighthouse, but I wanted to get into reading some of her essays and more of her books. So whenever I found this really cute edition for so cheap, I just had to get it. The inside is so funky. Yeah, I just think it's super cute. It's super small, and it has a few essays in here, including How Should One Read a Book, and I really want to get to this one and just kind of see what she says about it, and I'm just really interested. Okay, so the next one, I am like pretty sure, honestly, that this is a children's book, and everybody keeps saying that it's YA, and everybody keeps rating them really lowly, but I am so suspicious that these are actually books like targeted towards like 10-year-olds, because I was actually talking to Emily from Emily Kathleen Reads. I'll link her channel below. I was talking about how I got this, and she was saying that it was in like the shop called The Works. It was actually in like the age 9 to 10 section. I wanted this because I just want these anyway, and I'll happily read a book that's for like ages 9 to 10, but I feel like if a book is targeted towards 9 to 10-year-olds and you're reading it like a YA, your response like as a reader is going to be much different to if it was genuinely written for a YA audience. But anyway, this is one of the Twisted Tales. This is Straight On Till Morning. This is like the Peter Pan, like dark twisted tale. Can't really see, as I said, the lighting is just so weird right now, but the font is so big, and just like the way that these covers are designed, the feel of the pages, the kind of font at the back of the book and everything just makes me think that these are literally children's books and these are not YA. I don't know if they're kind of pitched differently in like the US or whatever, but I don't know, maybe I'm just the one thinking that everybody's saying this. I'm pretty sure that multiple people have said that these were YA books, and this really doesn't look YA to me. Like, it just really doesn't. It looks like an actual children's book for young children. It's not even middle grade. It looks like an actual children's book. I don't know, like, correct me in the comments, or like tell me if I'm just making this up and nobody's actually said this, but I'm just genuinely like really confused. But I wanted it anyway. I'll happily read a children's book, especially about Peter Pan. I'm actually really interested to see what they do with this. I love Peter Pan so much that I would buy anything, but I don't know, am I being insane, or have people been saying this? Like, I really don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is a Peter Pan Twisted Tale. Disney have been like putting these out for all of the different like Disney films and stories and everything like that, because Peter Pan's my absolute favourite. It's one of my favourite books of all time. It's one of my favourite Disney films of all time. I don't know, I've always had a bit of an obsession with Peter Pan, so that's why I wanted this one specifically. This one is by Liz Braswell. It seems pretty interesting. It says, what if Wendy never went to Neverland with Captain Hook? Oh, that's not what it says. It says, what if Wendy went to Neverland with Captain Hook? Because I was going to say, like, she never did go with Captain Hook, but I'm just being blind. And I'm going to read it as if it's for young children. I'll see what my opinion is from there. Even if it is YA, it doesn't really seem like they're doing a very good job targeting that audience, but I don't know, who am I really to say? But yeah, it'll be really fun either way. I mean, I'll happily read a children's book, as I've said 600 times. But anyway, moving on from this one. So the next book that I actually got at the same time as Straight On Till Morning, and it was on this little deal. It was like 2 books for £7, which I thought was really good. And I got Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. I'm pretty sure that this is a prequel to The Hate U Give, which is another book that I still haven't read. I've never read anything by Angie Thomas. I don't know, I never really go for contemporary. Yet again, I never really have much time to read for fun. That's going to change soon. I'm definitely going to try The Hate U Give first, even if I don't like The Hate U Give, which I'm 100% sure that I will like it. I don't know, well, I'm 99% sure I will like it. I've just got like a feeling, and I've read like the first 2 pages before just out of interest, and I like the style of it, so I'll be really interested. And I'm sure Angie Thomas, like, the more that she writes, I'm sure the better she gets at writing. Like, I'm assuming that's the way it is with everybody. So I'll start this after The Hate U Give. I'll probably read these like maybe like really close together, because I really like whenever I can see like how authors have like changed as a writer and things like that. I find that really interesting. I mean, who knows, maybe she's just good and she just stays good. I don't know, but I'm expecting them both to be amazing. I'm just kind of like rambling, talking rubbish, but I'm really excited to see what I think of this one. I way prefer the US edition. I feel like everybody's been kind of saying this. Yeah, I don't know, I just don't really like the orange, and well, I don't mind the orange, I kind of don't like I just don't like it. I don't know why, but I prefer the US editions of like The Hate U Give and On the Come Up way more. I'm not a big fan of like human faces on books. I way prefer illustrations and things like that. I don't know, that's just me personally, and I'm sure lots of people have heard about it, and it's a new release, it's just come out, so I'll be really excited to read this one hopefully this year after The Hate U Give. Okay, so the next book is one that I also got for Christmas, and that is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I almost forgot again who this was by. I don't know why my brain is just a bit fried today, but yeah, this was another present from my boyfriend along with The Catcher in the Rye. He also got me another one that I'm about to talk about anyway, but yeah, this one is absolutely stunning. This is a leather bound edition of Pride and Prejudice. I've only ever read this book once, even though I say that it is one of my favourites of all time, so I'm really intrigued to reread it because I'll read it out of this edition. I have two complete editions of like the complete works of Jane Austen. I've got one in my uni room and one at home, but I've only ever read Pride and Prejudice. I've read half of Mansfield Park, but that's a story for another day. But I really want to reread this and see if I love it as much as I did whenever I was about like 16, but I imagine I'm going to love it even more because I'm sure I'll get more out of it, not only because it'll be a reread, but also because I'm older and probably can understand the language better, to be honest. Even though I did fully understand it whenever I read it then, I'm sure that I'm just going to love it even more now. And as well, it's just like, it also, I just love the font and like the font size. I just feel like it's perfect, and like the feel of the pages is like thick but thin, and just really high quality, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. And it has this beautiful quote on the back, and yeah, I just absolutely can't wait to read this, and I was so grateful to get this one. I'm just so excited to read it. Okay, so the last book that I'm going to talk about is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was another present from my boyfriend for Christmas. He had basically heard me talking about how I only have this on Kindle, but I ended up really enjoying it and then wanted a physical edition, so he went and got me a physical edition, and I'm so happy because I'm going to be able to force him to read it. I'm just going to give him this and make him read it because obviously it's an absolutely amazing book. I think I gave this 4.5 stars. I absolutely loved it, and I'm actually doing a module this term, or we're about to do a module this term on like celebrity culture and literature. I'm just wondering, will I be able to write an essay on Evelyn Hugo for it? That would be pretty interesting and obviously really fun. I don't know if they'll let me because obviously it's not going to be on the uni syllabus, but who cares, like I'm going to ask and I'm going to try to do it because I think this is like the perfect thing to do for a unit like that. This book is all over BookTube and it deserves to be because it's absolutely amazing, and if you haven't read this one already, then please go and pick it up. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to say synopses in this video because I haven't said any of the rest of them, so I'm not going to say it for this one. And if you haven't read it, please go and do it. This is actually specifically targeted at Emily as well. Like, she needs to go and read this. You need to go and read this, Emily. It's so good. I am really sorry if this video is wonky or has been wonky. I am just really struggling on making my videos nice at the minute, as I've kind of said. I tried my best to make this nice enough for you all, and hopefully the lighting's okay and the background's okay and everything like that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just want to quickly say thank you so much for 1k. I'll be making a Q&A video and I'll be answering all of the questions that you guys have been asking me. If you got any more questions that you might want me to answer in that video, then leave them down below. Thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed to me. I can't believe I actually hit 1k. Like, that is amazing. 1,000 people subscribe to me. That is insane. Thank you so much. I will also be doing live sprints with a couple of friends. That is scheduled now on my channel. That is going to be 7:30 p.m. I think on Monday the 1st of February, so this Monday coming up. I'm going to have Rhiannon from Welsh Reader, Joe from Joe Annotations, Emily from Emily Kathleen Reads, Carrie from Carrie Berry, and Rachel from Rachel Karras. I'm going to link all of their channels below. We'll be doing live sprints sprints on my channel on Monday, so please set your reminders if you're interested in that. As I said, that's already scheduled on my channel, so you can link your reminders there, but I'll leave the link also down below. I'm also going to be on Joe's channel on Sunday at 10 AM GMT, so go and subscribe to her. As I said, I'll leave her channel down below if you're interested in watching that. I'm going to be having live sprints every single Monday for the foreseeable future, and I have like kind of different guests on every week, or different friends. It's usually like kind of like the same people, but it just depends on like who can do the sprints and stuff that week, so it's so much fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you've read any of these, or if you want to read any of these, or if you have any thoughts at all on this video, then please comment them down below, because I absolutely love getting your comments. Don't be afraid to leave me a comment or anything like that, because it makes me so happy, so please do. Also, please like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I would really appreciate it, and please hit the notification bell down below so you can be notified when I upload. I would also really appreciate that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.